Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing really well today, and if you're new here, welcome as well. Today we're going to be watching The Road Warrior, which is Mad Max 2. Now the reason I'm watching these films, in case you didn't know, I was requested to watch the third one over on Patreon. I've seen Mad Max 1 already, so check that out if you haven't already. Anyway, without further ado, let's watch Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior. I hope you're liking the leather jacket as well, by the way. Now, I remember what happened to his wife in the last one, so I don't know how things are going to play out in this one. If it's going to affect the way he is, presumably it will have like a knock-on effect. Mel Gibson in Mad Max 2, Fury. Oh, I keep wanting to say Fury Road. The Road Warrior.
My life fades.
Very ominous.
All that remains are memories.
All that remains are memories.
I remember the Road Warrior. The man we called Max.
Mad Max.
The world was powered by the black fuel.
It was a great shot of him, though.
For reasons long forgotten, two mighty warrior tribes went to war.
So this is showing the destruction and everything over the years since then. Unless this is... Do you remember what we said about in number 1? They didn't have the budget to establish the world kind of thing.
The cities exploded.
It's good that they did it in this.
On the roads, it was a white line nightmare.
Brilliant use of footage and that.
The gangs took over the highways.
Was that the crow shot, I think, as well?
Ordinary men were battered and smashed.
Here's Mr. Mel Gibson. I'm still not used to seeing Mel Gibson with his Australian accent.
Became a shell of a man.
That's a great shot as well.
A man haunted by the demons in his past.
The man called Max.
In this blighted place that he learned to live again.
Ooh. I'm loving the introduction there of the bass. As it going into modern day now. I bet in surround sound theatres. Oh, I bet this sounded amazing. This looks incredible as well. Like you can tell there's more of a budget with this film. Just feels better made. More of the wasteland as well now. Because I said in the first one that things weren't as futuristic and wastelandish as in Fury Road. But again, that was due to budget restrictions. I kind of liked the way the first one was, but... His little doggy. Did he have the dog in the first one? It's been a little while since I watched the first one, but... So you're gonna knock him off the bike. Do it now. I was gonna say, look out. No. Oh wait, is that Max? That's not Max, is it? No. No, there's Max. Good. Okay. Yeah, this sounds awesome in stereo, or surround sound anyway. Who be that? Different guys to the first film as well. But presumably this is a long time after. Are the other guys just waiting there down the road for him to finish what he's doing? Okay, mate. He's just got a delayed reaction to the thing in his arm. Oh. I feel no pain. Oh, it just puts it back in. That was one of the shots we saw on the opening bit as well. It's okay. It's all gone. We hope. Will there be the oncoming music? I don't think it is. It's just the start. Earth. What's with the ominous music? Oh, they're still alive. Momentarily still alive, anyway. Why? Why'd they do that? I like those. Companies still make them now. Do you? The simple pleasures. Yes, it's the happy birthday song. Wait, so I've just realised, is he now... I don't know if he I think he speaks a few words in Fury Road, the newer film. And I know he speaks obviously in the first film, but because of the death of his wife, is he now more silent? Because he says a couple of words. But maybe that's where it came from. Maybe that's the origin of... Is that like a helicopter thing? Yeah, it is. A very crude helicopter. With intriguing artwork on the side as well. Don't touch it. Oh, it's a snake. I've got it very loud in my earphones.
Don't hurt the snake!
The characters in the new film, are they based on the characters from these new these films, like number 2 and 3?
Turn around!
It reminds me of one of the characters from Fury Road.
Looks like I got myself some gasoline, eh?
Yeah, you got gasoline in the car.
Booby trapped. Touch those tanks and...
Yeah. Don't try it.
Back up!
The car probably won't go kaboom, but I don't think Mad Max will let him. Keep calling him Mad Max. It's just Max, but...
Who are you?
Name's Mix.
Me? I got brains!
And very fast mannerisms.
A quick fella might have a weapon under there. I'd have to pin his head to the panel.
Well, probably not as quick. I did wonder what that was. Is that a thing? Oh, is it like a tracking thing?
Hi! Hi.
Or it locks the car from him using it, maybe?
Don't play me the fool.
Oh, no, don't blow up! I forgot about the dog.
Thousands of gallons of as much as you want!
Where? Where?
20 miles from here. Refining. Ka-junk.
Ka-chunk.
Not self-service, no. But a man of your ingenuity.
Where?
I quite like his character.
Never find out.
You have to take him with you, sir. Look at the dog queued up for the shotgun. Does it with loaded blanks or something. Oh no. Oh, thank God. It's a good dog. Okay, so we are into that future, desolate, futuristic kind of world.
4 days I was up here. Me and the snakes playing mahjong.
The snake's playing mahjong.
Day and night it's bumper chunk, ka-chunk.
Ka-chunk. I mean, you've got big old
got that
flamethrowers right next to places pumping gas. It's probably not a good idea.
And this trash arrived.
The hastily put together cars.
Like angry ants, mad with the smell of gasoline.
I love the style though. It's kind of got a bit of steampunk.
Anyone's gonna get in there, it's gonna be you. I've gotta feed the snakes.
I think he's going to try and take you with him.
Man lives by his word, I reckon. And
No, I'll trade you in. Oh, I thought he was going to tie him.
The arrangement was I wouldn't kill you.
After all I've done for you.
I reckon you got a bargain, didn't you?
Get a bag in. I mean, yeah, leave him be and don't get rid of him, but you've pretty much done that, just leaving him there. Mind you, I don't think I thought he chained him, maybe he did. Dinky Dee, meat and veggies. The dog's like, oh, it's had food, I see, smell. Yeah. I suppose in a world of probably barely any food. Hey, that's food. Can I have some, please? What's he doing? I've got a spoon, please, sir. God, they've got fire and throwing bikes right near. Lots of oil and petrol. There is nothing in there, sir. Oh, and now he's going to try and get it with the dog there. Dog's going to go after you. Yep. Good dog. I don't think you're going to have much luck, sir. Yep. Is that their wake-up call? Or? I know they have police cars there. Like, it reminds me of there's a party thing that goes on in the desert. For the life of me, I don't remember the name of it, but it reminds me of that. Hey, maybe that started with the love of this film, because it is very, I don't know, I've seen a lot of people sort of wearing steampunkish type clothes. It's like a Bond lair, isn't it? In the middle of nowhere, nothing going on. It's like a pyramid. What I will say though is compared to the first film, this is a slower paced film. It's like I could have myself a car or dune buggy. Or maybe it's a thing where they chase them like a race to see if they can, and maybe they put the prisoners and that in there. So it looked like a cage, yeah. I mean, with that thing, he could just on your head. Or is it a woman? I'd give you that. That's much better. It is, yeah. Go, 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 go! Save her! Hurry up, go! Don't just stand there. Jesus. I mean, I would have stopped looking by now and go and do something, but I suppose they can't do anything. Oh, so they just left her there. She wasn't on that bike, was she? He's like, now's our chance. Yeah, they didn't take her with her. Oh, he's coming to get you. No. Oof. Knocks him down. No. Maybe he knew who she was, or just the loss of life in general, maybe. But... in the back of the head. Come on. Serves him right. Yes! Come on, Max.
I'm just here for the gasoline.
He saved your life.
Just take me back there.
Mad Max, the Vigilante. Uh-oh. He's not one of ours. One of our own. It's a kid. Here's all of my weapons. He's actually got one hidden away. Right, I'm beginning to think the people that we saw in the first film, now they've got some of the groups of people now have their own little place that they live in, which is that place that you just saw. Maybe the other guy's like an outcast of them, the one who was on the hilltop with him with the goggles. And they got rid of the girl from there and they just raided them for things, for oil and for... I keep saying oil, fuel. Because I can't remember what they said, if it was oil or fuel of some sort, so... I hope he makes it.
Who are you?
Max.
Where did you find him? 2 or 3 miles down the road, left for dead. He said if I brought him back here, he'd give me some gas.
There was a woman in the car.
She's dead.
Yeah. You don't want to know.
Trading in human flesh, mercenary trash.
We had an arrangement.
What do you mean, an arrangement?
You talk to this man.
The guy that we saw earlier. Oh yeah, because he spoke to him with the car, didn't he? Oh, he's gone.
If you had a contract, it was with him, and he died with him. Get rid of him.
Move it.
No, you got to give him his car.
The last of the V8 Interceptors. Would have been a shame to blow it up.
Uh-oh. They're coming. I like the symbolism of the rabbit running around, because it's like what they're doing. And that's genius as well. You shall not pass. Will that actually do anything though? Because it didn't seem to do anything before. Oh, they've captured even more of them. If anything, you're going to get them instead. Oh my god, they're all over it. They've got them attached to the cars and everything, look. But yeah, this is what Fury Road must have taken it from. Because they had the people attached to the cars then as well. I can barely hear. Thank you. It's like they heard me.
Greetings from the Humongous, the Lord Humongous, the warrior of the wasteland, rock and roller.
The Humongous.
I'm gravely disappointed you've not listened to reason.
It's a trap.
Plan to take your gasoline out of the wasteland. A rig big enough to hold that fat tank of gas. Look around you. This.
No.
Humongous rules the wasteland. Give them nothing. Blow it up.
Oh yeah. Deadly hot. Oh! Oh, that was intense. I didn't expect that. No, don't hit the kid. I hope it catches it.
I got it!
It's coming back. Oh. I did wonder if you catch it on the wrong side, it gets your fingers.
No more games.
Serves you right, sir. I'm getting my revenge.
We go in.
He's shouting so loud, and they're there, ages away, and all they can hear is this tiny sound. Sick 'em.
I understand your pain. We all lost someone below, but we do it my way. Fear is our ally. The gasoline will be ours.
Was he going to get rid of him as well?
You shall have your revenge.
He's like,
Take
yeah,
him
he's
away.
I thought he was getting rid of him as well. The guy talking with the mask on. It was like this. He reminds me of Bane.
There has been too much violence, too much pain. None here without sin.
But they're not going to give up their gasoline, their whole place. Think again, sunshine.
We're one more day to decide.
The guy's looking around like, I don't know which one to get on. It was a nice Cadillac. Will they trap them? Say yes, of course. You will never take us. That was awesome with the boomerang. I mean, I used to have a boomerang as a kid, but I never had one that deadly.
It sounds reasonable. We don't have to die.
Yeah, but I think he will get rid of them anyway.
If we walk out there, they'll us.
Yeah.
They'll set us loose and then cut us down like pigs.
Or take all the fuel out, replace it with something, and then when they're all in there.
He promised us safe passage. He gave his word.
Or keep it as the fuel.
And we walk away from here with our lives.
Then what?
What then?
Where are you going to go? That's their home. Presuming for miles around there's nothing, so... It's like one of the Lost Boys. Very powerful weapon. I'm going to give it as a present. Don't tease. Oh, probably made the whole day.
Remember one thing, that is more than just a tanker of gas. That is our lifeline to a place beyond that vermin on machines.
But then take some of the gas.
2,000 miles from here. How do you expect us to get it there?
2,000 miles! Can't drag it 2,000 miles.
We fight for a belief. I stay.
You can't expect to compete with that. Every day we get weaker while they get stronger. It's finished.
But they've got all of the necessities there.
2 days ago, I saw a vehicle that'd haul that tanker. You want to get out of here? Talk to me.
I am your savior. You shall speak to me. He's now got a power over them.
I deliver a rig big enough to haul that tanker of yours.
That's a great shot.
My vehicle and as much juice as I can carry.
Simple offer.
We lost 8 good people this morning.
Yeah, but you're going to lose even more if you carry on with the deal.
Now, to do the job, I need 5 gallons of diesel and some high-octane gasoline.
That's fairly good.
Got yourself a deal.
So presumably he's taking that to the thing that he found, that truck thing that he found. So then fuel it up, take it back. Careful! It's so dark. I thought that was by the other camp place. Into the hole. It's a beautiful location they shot in. That's the guy with the goggles on, isn't it? Because he was attached to the tree, and he's it's like, excuse me, I didn't ask you, I didn't tell you to move, did I? He's like, oh, damn it, he's back. He found me. Sick 'em, boy. Come on, I think you can let him go. It's getting him to move it.
Smell of bicycle seats. Cocktails.
Smell of bicycle seats, did he say?
Lingerie. Oh, remember lingerie?
Lingerie.
I, Snake, I trained it. I'm going to eat it.
Wait, that vehicle that he was saying about to help them pull the gasoline or whatever. He's not on about the helicopter thing, is he? Because they're going to carry anything.
You are what you eat, I reckon.
And the other guy's saying, you are what you eat. He must eat lots of peanuts. Because he's...
That's dishonest. Low.
Starting to sound like the shark from Finding Nemo. Name's Bruce.
Now you got to understand the basics of aerodynamics.
Yeah, so that's the vehicle he was talking about. And it works. It works! So it wasn't that thing. He's actually on about a truck top. Oh yeah, the thing, yeah. Oh, the thing that the guy fell out of. Yeah. Yeah, because it said Earth on the side of it.
What about me? You're not going to leave me here, are you?
Yeah, you've got that thing. Just go back on the helicopter thing.
Do what you want.
Come on, you've got your own helicopter. You can fly anywhere. Not any longer, sir. I feel like the closer he gets, the more likely it is that the other people are going to attack him, especially for having a working vehicle, because they seem to be the only ones with proper working vehicles. Other than Max, of course. It's just chasing him. I said, I'm your partner. I'm hoping the other guy helps him out if he needs it. They're like, another car, it works. Or another vehicle, it works. I can kind of imagine that this would, if things got this bad, it would probably be like this. Oh, that was nasty. But let him get the tire. Great. Now what are you going to do? Because if he gets the other tire, you're doomed. I don't think things are going to have tires big enough. It seems to be okay. Max, you're outnumbered. The way he comes pounding over. About to be run down, sir. He's got interesting eyes, by the way. I don't know if he's got lenses on or something, but his eyes are very intense. The guy with the mask on. See what I mean? No. Great. What the heck is he? Busted! But if he wrecks that, what's he going to do? Maybe you could take some of their vehicles somehow, but... No! He's got to be careful, because that could just go straight in and... Oh yeah! Snake alert! As if they're about to crash, I think. Brilliant. Oh no! No, 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 no! Oh, bye-bye. It wasn't me, sir. His screaming is intense. There's not going to be any of them left. It's a shame to see a load of vintage cars absolutely ruined. No! He was like their boss. The bad guy's got a very interesting choice of outfit. With chaps. Is that what they're called?
You can run, but you can't hide!
But wait until it comes back. Oh, okay, it's the helicopter guy. It's your Lord and Saviour. Careful, the fire, the fire. The fire that's on that thing, will it not blow up the... I think it's a tanker it's on, isn't it? Used to blades, though, so... How's it made? Shoe?
That can take two.
He's like, oh, hello, love. How are you, darling? Hello, sweetheart.
We're going out tonight. How's the rig?
Hopefully okay.
It's broken a couple of teeth off.
Broken a couple of teeth.
A cracked water pump.
It's got a cracked water pump.
Is that a scene from Hot Fuzz?
Osmos.
Yes, I suppose.
What does that mean?
24 hours.
24 hours?
It's got a cracked injector pump. It's got a cracked injector fuel pump.
I was wrong about you.
I like you. I think you're all wrong about him. Sometimes the man out of nowhere might actually help you instead of being a burden. He said everything happened to him.
With you driving that rig?
The wife, the kid, this.
Oh,
the gift of bullets, I think.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you, but I'm leaving.
You can't just leave them to fend for themselves. Their main guy's injured. Oh no. Intense. Great acting. That is a fantastic shot.
Nobody gets out of here alive.
This bit's beautifully shot. Wait, who is that? We didn't see them, did we? Oh, these are the people that are on their vehicles, I think. Just casual pig herding, you know, in the midst of this. They are managing to fix cars up, though. There was me saying that they don't really have any working cars. Now they kind of do.
Are they sneaking off together for a little bit of...
Come on.
It just seems really wrong sneaking away like this.
But you said you wanted to come, sweetheart.
I know I did.
How?
You're scared. Look, it'd be much safer up there. What are we waiting for, eh?
How old is she?
This is my family. I'm not going to leave these people.
I thought at first she was, what, in her 20s?
I'm sorry.
Not so sure. But I don't think that... I'm probably being a numpty. Oh. If she was old enough, then he's lost out on true love.
He's leaving.
No, he's fixing the car to help.
I want you to drive the tank.
Sorry,
Maybe not.
we had a contract. I kept my part of the bargain.
We'll make a new contract.
But he's injured, so can you not help?
Got all I need here.
You don't have a future. I could offer you that. Rebuild our lives.
This is where we're going.
I didn't realise he'd actually said his name at the end.
Nothing to do but breathe.
The way he said that. Breed.
What are you looking for?
Freedom.
You happy out there, are you? Wandering?
An answer to the loss of his wife and that?
See too many people die? Lose some family?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's it. The loss of family make you something special, does it? Listen to me.
Gonna say he's gonna hit you.
Don't push him around too much.
Do you think you're the only one that suffered?
Yeah, they'll have all lost family. I mean, they're all like family, though.
You're out there with the garbage. You're nothing.
No, he's not nothing. He's just got a life that isn't you guys. But I think he will help them. I hope he does. That's what I would have done. I would have helped them and then left. Careful, don't get in there, because he's just set the bomb thing underneath, isn't he? Maybe they forget to do that.
Yeah, kid.
I was saying maybe they forget to do that, and then the car is what makes the explosion.
Go on, get out.
The kid looked up to him. Well, he's all ready to go, but they're not. Can't let him go.
You're letting him go.
Yeah. I mean, they can't stop him, but...
He fulfilled his contract. He's an honourable man.
Okay, so who's going to drive the tank?
I am.
Can't drive it with an injured leg. Or maybe you can. It'll be difficult, though. For 2,000 miles.
They've got you wrong. You're not a coward. Stupid, maybe.
They're running around together now.
Splitting a great team.
See you around, maybe. Goodbye.
I know he just wants out of there. Oh, a friend's gone.
A friend
Has gone. He's like... He's here. I don't see how he thought that he was going to escape.
Puppy.
Ah, that's a gorgeous shot. Love the lighting. Cool transition as well. Into the daytime. Hey, they got Nos. Careful, Max. No. No. Is he... No, his car. Oh my god. They've absolutely wrecked it. I think that's a different one to the one he had in the first film, but still. It's been a while, so I've forgotten.
The gas. Hurry up.
Well, he obviously stays alive because he's in number 3, but you know. No, they're gonna...
If he's alive.
1, I hope the dog gets away. 2, I hope he doesn't get caught up in them setting a light to the car. Oh no, they're just taking his gas. Maybe. He's gone. Yeah, siphoning off his gas. Okay. Or petrol, we call it. But no. No, don't. No, not the dog. No! No! Oh, now he is going to be pissed. He's going to be like, this is what I said about John Wick. This is... You killed my dog. Uh-oh. Pretty graphic, but you know, that was satisfying. Haha. Now he's stuck out there though in the middle of nowhere and he hasn't got his dog. He didn't make it far. Oh, is he going to go out there to get him on the helicopter thing? I hope he does. Max. I mean, you can't do that forever. You need help. But no one's there to help. Unless the guy on the... Yes! His saviour is there! Ah, I'm glad he managed to help him. But though he's like, hang on, what? I'm flying! Am I in heaven? A little bit creepy, but... Are you the devil? And now you're back where you were before. Hey! Kid's back. Looking like you're back. Oh, God. I mean, you're not going to get out of there now unless you help them. At least they're nice people, though. They could have been like the bad guys. You got captured by the right people, at least.
Give all of you a very, very good chance. It's a place with a bridge.
I mean, he's in no fit fighting condition to do any of this. Oh, help!
It's all the same to you. I'll drive that tanker.
The offer is closed.
Oh, they're not allowing him now.
No deals. I want to drive the truck. Quite a big change of heart.
So you can now escape.
You couldn't even drive a wheelchair.
Yeah, I mean, he's worse off than what the other guy was earlier, so...
I'm the best chance you've got.
If not him, then yeah, then Max. And he's a good driver as well. But they're letting him. Don't think the others trust him much, though, after he just abandoned them. Oh, what kind of bullets are those? Ball bearing things. That's what I was thinking, but... Surprised he didn't go with her. Oh, that she didn't go with him. I think I was wrong earlier about the age thing, yeah. Oh. It's like he's under being controlled by the other guy. For once, you can't hang around Max. From the looks of it, they can't see what's coming the other side. No! Oh, God. No! Look out, look out, look out! Yes! Good man. I mean, if anything hits that tanker, it is going to just explode. Quick, fly back! Don't get hurt! It's like Wacky Racers.
The most daredevil group of daffy drivers in the Wacky Races.
Anyone remember Wacky Racers? Uh-oh. Was I right? Oh yeah! Earlier, I was right when I said... Yes! That they would blow it up. They would entice them in and blow it up. It felt like the inevitable thing to do. Thank God. I can't imagine that that's got rid of a lot of them, though. Got rid of some of them, but I feel like it would have been better trying to get them in there first and then doing that. There wasn't really any way they could do that, though, because they had to get the truck thing out of there first. I love that little car. It looks like it'd fall apart any second, but... That car's cool as well. Oh, yeah. Oh, be careful. It's when that does... Careful, if that thing goes into the side of the tanker. Okay. Oh. How did they not think of that? I know, I'll throw this thing over. No. Why did that blow up? Was there like a tank of fuel at the back of it? Or? Oh no. No. Oh, shoot. You're going to have to get him off there though. I'm alright, don't worry, my hands are on fire. No! Come on. You can still do something, can't you? Yeah, bless him. Oh, she's okay. Wait, I thought that was water at first, but I wondered if it was gasoline that he was pouring on his hands. But why would he do that? Because then that would blow up the whole thing, but... Oh, I think she's okay. It seemed like she was at first. Oh, careful. Oh no! He just went under the car, I think. I didn't see him go... I saw him go under, but I didn't see anything happen to... Haha. It's just crushed. Come on, please slide under and get crushed. That was so comical. Come on, slide under, crush. Yes! Near enough. I'm surprised that tanker though has lasted. It hasn't blown up yet. No! I didn't think of the tyres. Mind you, he's got like a billion other wheels, so it should be okay. No! Yes! I mean, that looked painful as heck, but... Oh wait, was he... I think he's probably one of my favourite characters out of the whole thing. Other than Max, but... And the kid. Kid's funny. And deadly with the boomerang as well. No. Swerve or something. Let's say, they're on the back. Good, 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 good. Don't let him get another one. Straight through the... Another shot through. No! How the heck is he going to get out of this? Okay, I didn't think of that. Oh, Auntie. Oh, ow. Can't jump from there. Is it going to... No, careful, careful. I can see that. No! Is he going to go under instead? No! Keep thinking something's just going to go underneath the truck. Well, a few things have gone under the truck, but still. I thought he was going to throw that thing at him. As in, throw the claw thing up at him. No! Is he okay? No! Jump! 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 Is he okay? I hope he made it out alive. I can't imagine it because he just plummeted to the earth. The wheel on the back's looking a bit dodgy. To be fair, a few of the wheels are, but... Where on earth are you going? Why has he gone back? So they look cinematic as hell. Because that shot with the sunset looks incredible. Yeah, go out and get the bullet. On the front of the bonnet, yeah. I mean, that's a bit dangerous. I'd say if you brake a little bit, it might go, but with that... Careful. Someone hits you. Yeah, especially with knots. Someone hits you. That kid is going to go flying. No. That was a nice little touch there with the heartbeat sound. No, no, no. The thing is going to go into the back. Jesus. That's intense. Ah, bye-bye. Yeah, bring him in and then he's about to be hit. Surprised that demolished the other thing. But I did say, didn't I? Oh no! No, all the gas! Get out there quick before it explodes. Mind you, it probably wouldn't do that in real life, would it? Sound of the vehicles. But I did say, though, the cars are that flimsy, they could just fall apart at any second. Wait, why was there dirt in the tanker? I would have said it was a decoy. But I can't imagine it being a decoy. Then again, not everyone was there. Were they? Is everyone there? Maybe they all had canisters with the oil in it instead, and that was just a decoy. Because it had dirt in the engine, so... Or in the back. I was going to say, is the kid okay? Oh, the kid is okay. And look, the thing's pouring out dirt. Unless this is where he realises it's all been a decoy. I think I mentioned something earlier about potentially throwing him off. So why did they do that? Where's the real stuff? Was it in the place that blew up? Can't be though. He was just the decoy to get him away safe.
And so began the journey north.
They've got it all in there.
Among us we found a new leader, the man who came from the sky.
Hey.
The gyro captain.
The gyro captain.
We travelled far beyond the reach of men on machine. The precious juice was hidden in the vehicles. As for me, I grew to manhood. In the fullness of time, I became the leader.
Ah.
And the Road Warrior, that was the last we ever saw of him.
That was the last story ever.
He lives now
in memory.
In my memories.
I said in memory, not only my memories. That is a gorgeous shot, that last one. Mad Max, the Road Warrior. I like that they've made the decision to just have, well, the first bit anyway, to not have any music. That was fantastic. Completely different to what I had expected, because I sort of knew that things were going to be different to the first one, because, you know, he'd lost his wife and his child, and so I knew that there was going to be some difference between the two. And also the first one didn't have much of a budget, and in this one it was increased due to obviously the success of the first film. And they were going to change things up because they had the budget. Because originally Miller wanted to create the story in this way for the first one, but because of the budget they couldn't do that, so they just decided to make it as they did, if from what I remember correctly anyway. But I liked that introduction to the character of Max and to his family, and then seeing his loss. And obviously I didn't enjoy seeing the loss, but I think it was good for the character building, and to know this is what he's been through. He had such a happy life. He was a cop, and then he became this sort of guy out for revenge, like a vigilante out for revenge. It really put into context how much hurt he's gone through, how he is now, and the fact that he doesn't talk as much. And it says here, one of the pieces of trivia, which we are going to get into now, is that Mel Gibson only had 16 lines of dialogue in the entire film, and 2 of them are "I only came for the gasoline," which is kind of similar to the new film, the Fury Road, or the newer film. Tom Hardy's Mad Max has barely any lines, and it's even less than 16 that he has, I think. But yeah, my thoughts on that film were, because it was so different to number 2, I can't say which one was better than the other. Watching number 1, out of watching Fury Road, you know, out of the 2 that I had seen at the time, watching Fury Road and number 1, I kind of preferred number 1, like the older first Mad Max film, because it felt a little bit more realistic. Like, you had these outlaw type people, and yet you have these good guys like the cops, and you had the good civilians and all that kind of stuff in the first one. It worked more for me anyway. I felt like it was a well-rounded film. I like it, but it's not my favourite, but I do still like it. It is a far cry from what was in the first film, and I really enjoyed the first film and the way it was done, and the styling, and the more simple kind of feel to it. So yeah, I know number 1 was meant to be set in the 80s, mid-80s maybe, 80s sometime, and then this one presumably I think was meant to take place years later. At the beginning of the film I was trying to take in that intro, but it's so far gone now I'm trying to remember what they actually said. I have a terrible habit, like I'll get to the end of the film and then forget what the beginning of it was. I know the visuals were, but it's just what the wording was about the year. Okay, so I had to actually look it up because I wasn't entirely sure. I quickly checked back the beginning of the film, and I didn't watch the very, very start of it, but I just watched, you know, some of the monologue bit at the beginning with the footage, and it didn't seem to say a date, but I may have missed it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it didn't say a date in there, but it did say about it being a time after the world had kind of gone kaput, and it seemed to be taking place after the events of the last film. And in the first film, as in Mad Max 1, took place, from what I remember them saying, was about 1984, 1985, sort of the mid-80s. And I had to look it up. So Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior, takes place about 3 years after the end of Mad Max, setting it in the late 1980s. Yeah, I really enjoyed the film. Again, like I said, it was different, but I think that's to be expected with something so wildly different to number 1. But I did thoroughly enjoy it. The cinematography was, again, absolutely stunning. Some of the shots in there were just divine. Mainly the shots of the sunset, where Max is driving in the sunset. A couple of the other shots as well. Some of the road scenery at the beginning, like the chase that was done, brilliantly executed, and various of the stunts as well. They were really well done. I really liked the bit where he was injured, where Max was injured, and the guy came to save him. The gyro captain came to save him on the helicopter thing. Maybe it's called a gyro. Apparently the dog used in the film was simply called Dog, like the actual name of the dog was called Dog, and was obtained from a local dog pound and trained to perform in the film. Sounds of the engines upset him, and in one incident he relieved himself in the car. So the dog was then fitted with special earplugs. After filming was complete, he was adopted by one of the camera operators. That's so cute. That's adorable that they did that. I mean, I probably would have done the same thing, to be fair. Oh, according to the trivia book Movie Mavericks by John Sandys, one of the more spectacular stunts in the film was actually a serious accident. One of the motorcycle raiders hits a car, flies off the bike, smashes his legs against the car, and cartwheels through the air towards the camera. Is that the one that I said went and flies off? It can't be, because that felt like it was too fake. Maybe it was that. If it was, sorry. I didn't realise it was that one, because I laughed at that one because it sounded comical the way they did it. But the nearly fatal accident looked so dramatic that it was kept in the movie. Maybe that was it then. The stuntman broke his leg badly. I mean, he did fly off that at some speed, so he broke his leg badly, but he survived. The nearly fatal accident looked so dramatic that Miller decided to keep it in the final cut.
Stunt director Max Aspen explains what went wrong.
It's a very dangerous stunt, and it's the type of stunt that's completely unpredictable. And if you don't leave the bike before the impact, then the bike takes the impact with you, and then your body's got no control. Once you start spinning like that, you can't control. You've got to send yourself through the air and then tuck. But once you start spinning, there's no control at all.
Oh, the scene that I said about with the guy flying over, that was the scene. Oh, I feel terrible now because I laughed at that. Thankfully, it seems like the stunt guy was okay and he didn't have any, forever injuries kind of thing. He seemed to get out very injured, but he was okay in the end. One of the factors which led to the using of the location that they were in was the prediction by rainfall charts that there would be virtually no rainfall during the shoot. But it did end up raining during the shoot for the first time in over 4 years. Yeah, I think they used that in one of the scenes. You know the scene that I said was beautifully shot? It's at night. There's a little bit of light behind them. I know, but it says that they didn't film during that time. I feel like they probably could have if they covered the cameras and stuff, but production was shut down for over a week. And maybe if it rained out there, maybe it became very mushy and, sludgy and stuff, so that's probably why they didn't do it. Humongous was supposed to originally be Max's partner, Jim Goose, from the first film. The production decided against this, but left a few hints, such as horrible burns behind Humongous's goalie mask, his raiders' use of police vehicles, and his own use of a similar weapon to the MFP's standard sidearm. Why did they even originally want to have his original partner, the police officer that was like wasn't he like his best friend, I think? Why did they want to make him the bad guy? I kind of prefer it not being him, but I feel like if it was him, that would be quite interesting. Two old friends kind of battling it out. According to cinematographer Dean Semler, the camera rig used to get medium close-ups of Max driving required him and a camera assistant to stand on a small platform mounted to the driver's side of the car. They found out during one sequence that they miscalculated the lift because whenever they went up and down a hill, the platform would scrape the ground and it would send out a shower of sparks. Initially, all alarmed, they just shrugged and kept shooting without worrying about it and without cutting. They're like, oh, sparks, don't worry about it, it'll be fine. Let's keep shooting. Oh, the shot's great, Mel, well done.
Looking great.
The tanker roll stunt at the end of the chase was seen so dangerous that the stunt driver was not allowed to eat any food 12 hours before they shot. What? In the likely event that he could be rushed into surgery. Renamed the Road Warrior for North American distribution because at the time, the original Mad Max 1979 had only been released there on a limited basis. So, Mad Max 2, the title used outside North America, could have confused viewers. Yeah, because they wouldn't have seen number 1, so they would have thought, wait, number 2? Where's number 1? So Mad Max The Road Warrior, or just called The Road Warrior maybe? Did they not have Mad Max 2 The Road Warrior? I think it was just called The Road Warrior. I like the title The Road Warrior, but I don't feel like it gives enough background info using that title. It doesn't really, put into perspective everything that kind of went before. Whereas Mad Max does make you think, why is he mad? What happened in his life? Mystery there with the Road Warrior. But according to George Miller, it was Mel Gibson's idea to make Max look as rough and rugged as he did. Before filming began, he cut his own hair and eyebrows, cut the sleeve off his leather jacket, and tore up his gloves. Damn, I'm hoping it wasn't Mel's actual leather jacket. I'm hoping he told the wardrobe department, if it wasn't his jacket, that he was going to do that instead of just coming onto set one day, no arm to the jacket. They're looking, going, that jacket cost £1,000 or something. There's no way that I'd rip an arm off of this kind of jacket. I love this jacket. So apparently James Cameron cited this as one of his influences behind the Terminator in 1984. And in Terminator 2, Judgment Day 1991, John Connor's dog's name was Max. All right, this kind of answers the question I was saying about which year does it take place in, when is it roughly. It says the year the film takes place in is unknown. In an interview in 1984, George Miller stated that the events of the two movies took place in the mid to late 90s. Right, so we're completely wrong. We said it was the mid to late 80s. So the last one being the mid 80s, this one being the late 80s. So I'm completely wrong in the fact that it's actually the 90s, which is different to what I would have thought. I thought that they were, I suppose maybe they were doing it because at the time it was the 80s when it came out, so they were trying to set it in the future, like the not so far distant future. But I feel like if they were going to do that, they probably should have set it even further into the future, like 2010s kind of time, maybe. I don't know, either way, it was intriguing that they chose the mid to late 90s. Aw, so the little kid, his real name, he was a boy, was Emil Minty. I think I say his name correctly. He was only 8 years old when he was cast into Mad Max itself. And according to him, Mel Gibson taught him how to throw a boomerang and to headbutt people without hurting them. Using a headbutt during hand-to-hand combat became a trademark of Gibson's future action hero, Martin Riggs, in the Lethal Weapon 1987 series, and is also, coincidentally, a set of films I haven't seen. Oh, originally, this was the conclusion of the Mad Max story. It did feel like a conclusion. It had that really nice rounded ending with him standing there, and it was a really heroic shot, and the wrap-up of the voiceover by the Emil Minty adult character. We'll have to see what happens in number 3, where that story skews off. No offense, but surely it's going to be the same thing again, where he's going to be a Lone Ranger and fighting for a good cause, kind of like a Robin Hood character, I suppose. But can they make it any different? We'll find out when we watch number 3. But yeah, apparently this was the conclusion to the Mad Max story, which Max's fate would have been revealed, and George Miller, Terry Hayes and Byron Kennedy had no intentions of making a third instalment. However, George Miller had planned to make a post-apocalyptic Lord of the Flies film about a tribe of children living in the wild, who are found by an adult. When Miller was suggested that Mad Max is the adult who finds the children, it became Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. You've got to admit, by the title, when I had it requested, and by knowing the title, every time I hear it, it makes me think of a film like Logan's Run. Do you know what I mean? Like an old-fashioned kind of 60s, 80s style sci-fi film.
Beyond Thunderdome.
Oh, director and co-screenwriter George Miller was given the rights to this and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, 1985, to get him to step aside as the director of Contact from 1997. I've actually seen Contact. Superb film. Absolutely brilliant. I didn't realise that originally George Miller would have been the director of Contact, or at least he was the original director and then had to step aside. I thought so. So this will be one of the last bits of trivia that I give you guys, but the opening credits and narrated prologue are in mono. That's the reason why, where I said when the bass started coming in, started fading in, and then you get that really wide shot of the road. It was so incredible, so mesmerizing, going from this tiny little square, kind of 4:3 looking small little window to then in massive widescreen and everything. I bet in the cinemas that was absolutely stunning, but apparently it's because the opening part is in mono and the rest of the opening scene in that, the whole thing was in Dolby Stereo. So the Dolby Stereo sound kicks in on the whoosh sound as the film fast forwards to the present. This one apparently is Mel Gibson's favourite Mad Max film. Apparently. It's nice to know these little bits of info. Whether this next one is correct or not, I don't know, but apparently because it was filmed out in a remote region of the Australian outback, the production team would have to wait 2 or 3 days before they could get to see the dailies, you know, the footage back. So yeah, the production team being elsewhere would have had the footage sent to them. Yeah, it would be so far away. But I would have assumed that the production team would kind of be there with them. I mean, the production team is usually what puts together a film, so that's the reason why I was saying it. But maybe they had the film crew there on location, and then they had the production crew elsewhere, so at least you couldn't see it in any shots, etc. They could have hidden them behind a ridge or something. In one scene, Max eats a can of Dinky D, dog food. Dinky D is Australian slang for genuine real. That's pretty cool. Oh, I saw a mention of The Twilight Zone, the film that convinced Steven Spielberg that George Miller would be a great choice to direct Nightmare at 20,000 Feet, the fourth and arguably the best story in The Twilight Zone, the movie from 1983. And you know what? Fun little facts here. I love The Twilight Zone, the aesthetic, the style, the mystery, just everything about it, all iterations of it. But when I say all iterations, I mean I've seen some of the new Twilight Zone and love the bits that I've seen. I think Jordan Peele did an absolutely incredible job with bringing that show back and giving it that eerie kind of feel to it, and it feels very much like the eerie mystery that you would get with something like Goosebumps back in the day, but you know, a more adult version of it. But I'm a huge fan of the original Twilight Zone, the Rod Serling ones. He's amazing, Rod Serling, and I love his voice. And I really love the first episode of the Twilight Zone, which is the only one I've properly seen. I feel like I'm saying, yeah, I'm a big fan of the Twilight Zone because I love the style, I love everything about it, and I've seen clips of quite a few of the episodes, but I've not seen them in full, only because I've not really had anywhere that I can kind of watch them. But I have been wanting to get the series and maybe get the physical media copy of it. The amazing thing about the first episode, which I have told on this channel before, but if you are new here, you won't know. You might know this about the episode though, that the first one, the main town, and it's actually the backlot of Universal Studios, which is coincidentally the same lot they use for the town of Hill Valley in Back to the Future. It's the same towns, the same square and everything, and I remember hearing about it, and I know that it's also used in Gremlins, and again, that's another one I've yet to see, so that's one I'm going to be watching. That one and number 2 is the ones I'm going to be watching this year for either Halloween or Christmas. I don't know which one yet. Maybe do one for Halloween, one for Christmas. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you'd prefer, if you'd like me to watch them, that is, because I haven't seen them. I know the premise, and I know roughly what happens in number 1, I want to say, of Gremlins 1. But yeah, it's interesting. So if you would like me to, I would happily do a watch of the Twilight Zone series as well. And I know one piece of information about, sorry, I've kind of gone off tangent now, but I've finished the trivia that I was going to do for the Road Warrior now. So before I wrap it up, I just kind of wanted to say this. The Twilight Zone movie, I don't know if that is the one I'm thinking of. There was a controversy, I think, of it, where, not so much controversy, something actually did happen, like it was a big thing, whether it's that version or not, but one of the stunts went horribly wrong. I'm not going to say specifically what it was, but I'm sure you can look it up if you don't know. But I'm going to say it's a helicopter and children were involved, and the parents were on set at the time. It's definitely one of the Twilight Zone films that I remember reading about. Now, this is the thing, when I say that I'm a big fan of something, it's more me saying that I just love the way it is. Let me know what you think about whether or not I should watch the Twilight Zone stuff as well, all of the Twilight Zone stuff, or maybe just the films, or whichever, because I know it's a big undertaking. It's a big old series, and I don't know how many series there are to it, or how many seasons there are to it. But yeah, that's it for Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior. The Road Warrior. Fun little fact about this film as well is apparently the original cut of the movie was a lot more bloody and more violent, and was heavily cut down by Australian censors for a more commercial M rating. It's a Marty rating. All ages admitted, but recommended for 15 and over. When it was submitted to the MPAA, 2 additional scenes, Wes graphically pulling an arrow out of his arm, and a close-up shot of him pulling the boomerang out of the head of the person, were cut down. I suppose a mature rating kind of works for it, but they are very graphic scenes. Those specific scenes I probably won't show here on YouTube because of how kind of odd YouTube can be sometimes with things like that, because of how restrictive sometimes posting things to YouTube can be, mainly due to them suppressing the content if they see something in it that they're not that keen on, or hear words that they're not that keen on. So that's the reason why I tend to censor. I try and slightly over censor, because there are certain words here in the UK that we would never get away with saying. Policies change and you can't say certain things or whatever. I'm trying to minimize having to then not have things do well in the future, if that makes sense. I'm trying to minimize all possibility of things getting banned or getting taken down or getting copyright striked or whatever. So I'm trying to minimize all of that with the censorship that I do on the videos, hence why I'll cut out certain words and certain imagery. I'm hoping you can understand that. It's annoying, I know, but you are here to see my reaction. You're not here to see the film itself. But what I do try and do is I try to make the reaction as pleasing to the eye and as manageable to watch at the same time, without showing you the entire film, but to give you kind of a rough idea of not just, you know, snippets of scenes and me reacting to it, but it kind of is woven into a little flowing narrative, if that makes sense. Like a mini narrative of what the actual film is. But yeah, that is everything, guys. We will be watching Mad Max 3 at some point, which is Beyond Thunderdome, and I can't wait to watch that one. That is the requested one. So I'm interested to see what happens in that one, and how it differs from this one, and why they chose to make another Mad Max and not end it with this one. Plus, I have heard as well that Tina Turner is in Mad Max 3. I watched Mad Max 1 a day or two before the news broke of Tina Turner's passing. The main reason I'm saying it is because I don't want you thinking that I've started watching these because of Tina Turner's passing. I was originally watching these. I was requested it a little while ago, last month I think it was, and then I only got a chance to, and it was only number 3 that I got requested for, but then decided to take on number 1 and 2 just because I know that I haven't seen them. I thought you guys might like to be with me when I watch them as well. But yes, I know I ramble quite a bit, so I will cease talking. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to check out the full reaction, you can check that out over on the Patreon page. You can also see my Letterboxd account for things that I haven't seen. If you did like this video, then please consider clicking the like button, and if you're new to the channel as well, then consider subscribing. I'm really thankful for all of the love that you guys give me, so thank you for that. I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. If you're still here to the end, you are amazing. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to say a huge thank you to my patrons as well. Roger C. Griffith, Douglas Collier, Terry V, Michael, Chris Holmes, Jojo, Thomas Masters, Shoehorn1234, Res, Patrick Durr, Andrew Blount, Carlos, Marla Mize, Rob, Chandra Blair, Scott, Paul Zawicki, Randy, and Kirsten. If you'd like to see more content, there's some more on the screen right now. Have a wonderful day, guys, and see you next time.